Yo, welcome back to more Owarimonogatari episode 7. So last time we wrapped up the Oikura, the Sonachi arc, in which we learned many things about Araragi and about Oikura, of course, and their relationship and how it ended up with both of them, confronting, like Araragi, confronting the whole situation with her and, resolving to be there and to face this head on, even after, like, going back, even after realizing about her mother. So it was a great thing for Araragi's, character to do that, and I'm really proud of him for doing that. And just for Oikura, being able to move on after all of that, her reaction to hearing about her mother and, realizing it was something that she was averting her eyes from, like Araragi, when he realized that, he already felt the personal responsibility, but that resonates with him a lot. And there's still another weird thing about his memories being entirely missing, which is a pretty big handicap, but I still feel is like significant because it's like, what is really the cause of that? But then we saw it was the same with Kaden and Tsukihi, so it's like, I don't know if that's just saying about, them as a family or if they were affected by whatever, but regardless, like, this is still like a thing with Araragi and just a theme within the series as far as like not facing things head on, averting your eyes, that whole thing. So it was a great ending. And one thing I want to talk about it, which makes the ending even better, apparently there was a hidden, like, thing in the text messages, like a code that people deciphered. And thank you, Thorfinn, for the Reddit thread on this, because I was not going to do it. Thank you for your faith, though. And basically, it was a whole lot of things, but it was like taking, like, Senjo's nickname for Araragi, like Yoko meaning horizontal, so lining the text horizontally, and then like the way Oikura signed off the text was like, to your left or like on your left, right? I don't know why I'm trying to say it off the top of my head. I have the thread right in front of me. Yeah, from your left-hand side, right? Which at the time I didn't know what that meant, but I was like, like a lot of things in the show. But literally, like, because if you change Hidari in that to Hitagi, and if Araragi thinks that's a typo, like if you change Hidari to Hitagi there, it's like stands for your Hitagi, like, that. But literally, like, if you take from the left of the word your, like if you line up the text horizontally and you look at it like the characters that line up right to the left of the word your at the bottom, it spells out a message. And it's so crazy that people figured this out, because this is something like that just could have been said in the show, right? But they don't. Like, it's a very like subtle thing, but it definitely makes it better. But basically, the code reads, when you read it vertically at that point, was Yoishite Yobe, which roughly translates to call / contact / invite when you're ready. So basically, telling Araragi to contact Oikura when he feels ready. So the difference, like, from the first time she left, where she just disappeared and that was it, but now, like, there's that. So like, she's truly changed in that way, which really makes it better, man. And I like to think that maybe Araragi will contact her at some point. I don't know if he realizes this right now, because that's a very subtle thing, but adds a little more sweet to that bittersweet feeling by the end there, because I didn't want her to leave. I was like, oh my god, I really like this character. We've gotten to know her, we've gotten to see all her pain, we've gotten to see, this progress in her, and it doesn't feel like the end of her, story. She's, moving on to somewhere else, and, to grow more and to find whatever happiness means to her, and that's fucking awesome. And it's, again, probably for the best that she's going somewhere fucking else, so she can still just completely stay away from apparitions. Like, her whole thing was removed from that anyway, but please stay away from the nonsense going on. So I don't know, I like to think, one day Araragi, will contact her again and, see where she's at. So that's a nice thing they added to the end there. I really like that. And the fact that was a hidden code in the messages is nuts, right? So thank you for showing me that. Shout out to Marina Inoue, of course. Apparently she originally auditioned for Senjo, and didn't get the role, but years later Shaft, came to her and asked her to play Oikura. So shout out to Ocean for letting me know that. That's really cool that they, came back to her. Extremely talented voice actress, god damn. Also pointing out, like, what else is Araragi pretending not to see, because yeah, that's a big thing. And that's, for someone who has this very strong sense of justice, and we also, like, learned in context from the whole classroom incident, how that justice was lost there. So he's been chasing that ever since. This being augmented, you can consider as well by the fact that because he's self-aware about the fact that he's pretending not to see. We see that, of course, right? I definitely agree with you how that would weigh on someone like that, conscience, and why he's always so quick to like just completely take all this pain and just, for the sake of whoever he was trying to save, and he just having his guts ripped out, like everything, dude. We've seen him get fucked up so much, and he's always so willing to do it. There's never a hesitation. You never see that hesitation in Araragi, like, fuck, this is going to hurt me. You never see that with him, ever, right? So it's like, yeah, I could totally see that as, being driven by that as well, that guilt of averting your eyes. Schnittenall also points out on Patreon, thank you guys for the comments as well, about, averting your eyes, ignoring the truth, warping the truth, taking the easy path. But of course, like, you gotta face that ugly truth, face that difficult truth, because that's the only way you'll be able to move forward, by accepting that and just facing it head on, right? And we saw that in this arc, and we saw that throughout the whole series, right? It's a very big thing. Also confirming the Nadeko thing at the end there. Yup, recognize that, those shots there. God damn it, fucking Ogi. Though I will say again, I want to reiterate how I really liked. Damn, my camera keeps going out of focus. I really want to reiterate how much I like those, how much I like those, that Ogi scene at the end there, where it's like the most open scene, just Ogi just outright talk about, their plans and talk about their objective, right? And just, right, like, it was just very, we haven't had a moment like that with Ogi since, like, her talk with Nadeko about the objective of, like, finding Mayoi or whatever. Obviously, at this point, Ogi doesn't know yet. It's already happened, but Ogi didn't know about Mayoi yet. And we heard the objective about getting to know Araragi's childhood friends, which, like, the Oikura thing makes sense, but it's like, yeah, why? Now the question is, like, still why, right? Like, why target Araragi specifically? There was also a thing she said at the very beginning of Owari, which was about, it's almost as if I was born, like, yesterday or a couple days ago, right? Maybe she was, dude. She could be just a fresh apparition. The fact that she popped up at school, and all these things conveniently lined up, right? And I feel like I also got a sense of, like, what Ogi's doing more than ever in this arc as well. I mean, in the very first episode, we saw it right away, like, with the whole classroom scenario, and just delving into Araragi's mind and, like, influencing him to a very big extent, where he's just, like, agreeing with things, even though, like, we see internally he's questioning it, but he ultimately accepts it. And it's like, I don't know, but she's playing to, like, his trauma. She's playing to who he is, in learning about him, and as she learns about him, that gets stronger, right, of her understanding of him, and she can be more effective. Thankfully, Hanakawa was able to break through that in this arc, and Ogi still ultimately was helpful in understanding these things, right? But in the grand scheme, it still makes you question, just because Ogi is still such a suspicious character. They even remind you about, Ogi's focus on Nadeko, like, right after this, right? And they even show you at the very end, right? Like, it's hard for me to call someone like Ogi completely a spectator, because I know that kind of, like, archetype of a character where, like, they're the ones, like, they may have an objective, but, they like being the observer, right? They want to see what happens, right? They want to see whoever they're focusing on, like, what do they do, right? Like, we know this kind of character. They still instigate pretty evil shit, but they play a role as, like, hey, I'm not the one doing it. Ogi even has the quote, it's not what I know, it's what you know, right? It's like putting that on them, and she's right? Ogi is right. I'm not saying Ogi's wrong, but because it's true, like, it is what they know and not Ogi. Ogi is merely exploiting, like, what's already there, just, like, unveiling it, right? And like forcing it to come to the forefront. The question is just still why, right? So, we'll probably see one day, but I really liked the amount of Ogi we saw this time. Ogi has been around for some time now in just the consciousness of what's going on in the show, but it's nice to get a bit more of an understanding, I guess, and just to see really, like, what makes them go, because and especially with that scene, giving Araragi credit, like Ogi saying, I really thought you would have, you know, tucked your tail and ran, but you know, you faced it. You know, you surprised me. You know, you won. You know, I lost there, right? So, and that's just true. But I appreciate that Ogi does, you know, acknowledge that and can acknowledge Araragi's growth, contrary to her expectations. I like that a lot. So, and Slade, you had a cool comment how it had, apparently this hasn't been confirmed, but apparently like a fair amount of people think that Hanakawa rinsing her hair, so that scene last episode, which is very like what, was to reveal her white stripes and fully commit all sides of herself to solving the mystery. So, hey, if that's what that represented, you know, I like that for sure. The scene itself was already like, oh shit, you know. Visually that was like interesting. So if that's what that was, then hey, I'll take that even as a headcanon. You know, I like that a lot. So yeah, I'm looking forward to whatever this is going to become moving forward, because fuck if I know, right? Shinobu male, I guess, is a clue. So what more to deal with Shinobu? You know, honestly, it makes me wonder, like, with the title of this arc being Shinobu male, like, what more do we explore here with Shinobu? We've seen so much of Shinobu. We know Shinobu's story. We know, like, how she feels, and you know, we couple that with Araragi and his understanding of that. We got to the ultimate example of that, you know, during the Mayoi Jiangshi arc, right, where we saw the other world where, you know, she destroyed it, and we saw the catalyst of that, you know, that event. We saw what she was planning, which is, you know, still insane. I'd be also curious, like, where this is timeline wise. If this is right after the Soldachi stuff, what is this going to be? So I guess we'll find out. Let's go. Beginning the episode in 3, 2, 1. The conclusion. Another story. Okay, when is this? Yeah, I doubt it. Huh. It's one you couldn't forget, I guess. Oh god. Hide something. Was that charcoal paper? Oh. Look, we're not getting into that again. Whoa. Yeah, she's extracting another story out of him, but when is this? It's what you know. Yeah, but very much so in this case. I wanted to hide it. Oh boy. That's a black. Was that a black key? Huh. 2 months before the transfer. Whoa. Uh. Lurking as if to kill me. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, that's very ominous. All right. Well. Huh. So. Let's watch this opening first. Whoa. Damn it. I was about to complain about her not being able to sing, but this has an interesting vibe. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. That was eerily intense. Okay, yep. I was thinking, Jesus Christ. Um, Good to see you too. God damn it. So yeah, we're pre. Oh my god, Frogger. Um, okay, I had to resync here. Sorry. What? You and your wordplay. Wait, what? The hell is this dork talking about? Boys on your knees. Festival pages. I I don't know what she's talking about. Um, Jesus Christ. What? You know, I'm not surprised by Kambudu anymore, of course, but you know. Jesus. God damn. Oh. Uh-huh. My curves. What the fuck? The chair on the right side of the screen. Oh my god. Worried. Again, not surprised, but god damn it. Okay, alright. Oh goodness. Yep, okay, so yes. It was obvious at this point, but yeah, pretty much confirms. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Will you stop posing? I mean, that's low even for Araragi. Let's. As hard as that is to say. Oh. No, that was from before. Oh my god. We know who made that. That's true. There was no other way to start this, apparently. So yes, let's get into this. This is we're finally seeing this and how the cram school fucking burned down. This is the job, the favor. Oh no. Oh Jesus. What is this song? A mediator. So I guess they're about to find out. Yeah, this story's gonna end some other way, apparently. Excuse me. Jesus. In case you didn't understand what she was saying there. Oh my god. You can let go now, Kambaru. Wow. This is very chill so far. I like the song. I'm sure. I learned what that was back in Owarimonogatari. I'm not cultured enough to understand this. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Why did you? I've written my will. Well, we know you make it to Hana, so it's fine. Hmm. The rendezvous. Hmm. Oh my god. Duh, you don't want the answer to that. Jesus. God damn. Oh my god. Um, that's concerning. Oh, what the hell? Magical girl, Kambaru? It's good you're so eager. In other words, she trusts you. Let's go. I'm sorry? That didn't sound very friendly. Yeah, this doesn't. Are we about to see the reason for the destruction? What the hell? Okay, that looks cool. Who the hell? What the hell? Are you a Dullahan? No, you are a fucking samurai. What the hell? Dude, that looks sick. Yo. It's like the shadow wearing armor. Kambadu's brave as fuck. Aranagi. He hit the floor. Whoa. Something tells me it didn't need that armor. Or you one-shot it. One punch? Great, now it's formless. Yeah, exactly. Well, no friend of mine. What is it lacking? Are there? And what's that? Yeah, I don't, I'm not sure. Why do you want to reassemble it? Uh. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it needs you for that, bro. Yep. Sadly, no one punch. But what is this? This better not be no more counterforce type nonsense. Whoa. Jesus Christ, Combutter. Oh my god. Whoa. Hope you did it again, but that was not enough this time. Yo. Oh fuck. What is this thing? It doesn't. It's not like attacking them, but just menacingly approaching. Oh, that's what it's doing. Wait, what? Yo. What the hell? Komodo use tackle. Dude, she's just stronger and stronger. Yo, it's draining her. Fuck, dude. The one order I could not obey. Yeah, he's not gonna be the one to run now. He can't run now. I hadn't noticed that. Uh-huh. Then the second one didn't destroy it. Hmm. Yeah, energy drain. That's right. It's an apparition, boy. Could this be a vampire, though? Look at the form. Very weird. Yo. And who the hell would this be? It's like a misty shadow, but it's not like the shadowy force that came for Mayoi. It's different. It wouldn't make sense for that to be back, so what the hell is this? Either way, it's fucking them up. Oh god. Also, this feels like a setup. Whoa. Jesus. Because why did this thing show up now? Here. It knew. God damn it. His eyes are screaming, and yep, she can't. Wow. You're like a mirror facing each other, bro. Whoa. Oh shit. Yo. The hell? Yo. This encounter has been nuts. What? This is how it all burned down. Whoa. That's him. That's his voice. Your master. What the fuck? Is this Dark Araragi? What the hell is this? Oh. Oh, that's cool. It grabbed his neck, so it took his voice. That's really cool. You're referring to her as Kiss Shot. What? You're. Wait, no way, dude. This is him? This is Apparition Killer? What the fuck? Yo. Jesus Christ. No mistaking that. You gotta get out of here, dude. I'm so glad we're finally seeing how this went down. Jump up. She's probably not as good as Ononoki at that. Only one girl can do that. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Okay, that's funny. How do they get out of this? God, this chick is really ride or die. That's honest. Oh my god. That's true. Oh. That makes more sense. Not here. Yeah, you gotta... Oh my god. You're lying. Come on. Jesus. Oh my god. Yo. I was wondering why there was an explosion where they jumped. Hey. Yours truly. Very happy to see you. Damn. Oh man, what an end. Because yeah, so it's interesting that we see this now because we know soon after they get out of theirs, it's like done. Hanakawa comes there with Shinobu, who has not reunited yet with Araragi after the whole darkness thing, them getting severed and dealing with Mayoi. And now we see. I'm really glad we're finally getting this. And we got this little cart rolling through again, but this time with Shinobu. With a glass of blood, I assume. But it's like the same sequence. A bit different, of course. They're donuts. And it's spilling. Okay. Whoa. Who is that? Okay. Cool art. Okay, cool start to this. Again, it feels like we're starting like a new Monogatari series here. Like doesn't feel like we're continuing Owari. It feels like we started something new, especially that we're finally seeing what happened during this portion of second season that I've been curious about for a long time. So very cool, but crazy. Apparition Killer, the boy, you know, the first minion of Kishot, come back as a vengeful spirit to take back his Kokoro Watari. So god damn, that was the last thing I expected there. And, you know, pretty much confirmed. In the back of my head, I was like, could it be really him? No, it's totally him. I mean, he's using, like, this, you know, pretty powerful life drain. Like, for him to name drop Kishot directly and his blade. And his drain is very cool because he absorbed Araragi's voice, you know, from grabbing his throat, and was able to assimilate Kambaru's, like, moves and, you know, take her energy and get stronger. Yeah, he just appeared there and found him, I guess. The timing of it is interesting. And even Araragi was like, why did I ask her to come to the cram school? You know, just, I don't know, it's just one of those things where it's like, I don't know. We might have to talk to Miss Guyan about that. But, like, you know, we're already... This situation is messy enough by itself, but yeah, the way this story is framed is very interesting as well. It reminds me of, like, of how dire the intro of Owarimonogatari sounded, which is like the end, right? Like this definitive ending to like something or whatever. And I guess like in hindsight, he could be talking about Apparition Killer, which makes sense. You know, finally putting him to rest, resolving his side of the story, right? That's definitely important. So now that I think about it, it's crazy how many things happen in such a short span of time within second season. Because now we're inserting this, and now knowing everything I know now at this point, it's like, fuck. You know, this is just a couple months before, you know, the last arc, you know, right after summer break, you know, right after this connection was severed from Shinobu. So that was from, you know, like the counterforce shadow coming for, so they were still separated. They hadn't come back together yet. At least I'm pretty sure. Am I brain farting there? That's right, right? Because for that to make sense, like, yeah, the severing, then it happens with Mayoi, and they're still not, you know, reunited yet, but, you know, Araragi needed to call Kambaru to the cram school, like, to help with the favor to Miss Guyan, you know, in exchange for the information that she gave them. I'm right in that, right? I hope I'm not misremembering, otherwise I'm gonna sound really fucking stupid, but that's how I remember it. So, yeah, that sounds right. I don't know why I'm doubting myself, but I think I could be wrong. But either way, yeah, so this is a very interesting start to it, because I didn't expect Apparition Killer. And again, for that intro of like Araragi speaking of just sounded so final, like this story, which you know, again, could just be talking about fully resolving the past of Kishot, right? Because again, that's definitely an aspect of like her pain too, is like how things ended up for Apparition Killer for him, right? Like the way he went out, you know, killing himself, like that's like that really fucked up Kishot, right? And you know, the fact that he's come back as this like vengeful spirit, like says a lot. And it would say even more for them to resolve this, right? They have to now, but they're gonna be forced to, because you know this is the consequence of that, I guess. And yeah, I guess this would be very good for Shinobu, you know, for this to get resolved. So yeah, we'll see how this goes, man. And because I like that idea that we can finally resolve that part of it, and you know, for Shinobu to have that piece, for Apparition Killer to have that piece, I think that is important, you know, thinking about that. So I don't know, could be wrong there, but Cool start. Kambaru is hilarious. You know, for dynamic with Araragi is always way too much. But there's some pretty funny moments this episode as well. Always enjoy her. The beginning though of like Ogi like trying to get Araragi to tell this story to her. Again, it's like kind of like the same way she was getting him to tell her about the story with Mayoi, right? You know, it's like the same thing here. Like, tell me that story, right? And like, and she's like, I'm the enemy, I'm the nemesis of lies, and you know, I'm the predator of she said procrastination. Yeah, she's really like trying to force this information out. She even dropped Kaiki's name. Like, you heard about how it ended up for Kaiki, right? If you don't want to end up like, I was like, wait, what? I was like, I'm not even gonna get into that. Or there's just, oh my god. I'm just remembering my complete just fucked my world up when I saw him in Hana. I was like, we're not revisiting that again. Screw you, Ogi. We're not doing that. Don't you say that. But it's interesting because again, if we assume there's no conspiracy there about whether Kaiki was truly alive at that point, right? Like after we see him die at the end of second season, you know, at the time I interpreted that as like, oh, this is like the one liberty Kaiki told with his storytelling. For the most part of it, you kind of like take it for what it is, but you know, at the last moment it looks like, you know, he dies and maybe that was the lie. But you know, at the same time Ogi is saying it, so it's like, anyway, we're not getting into that. But yeah, and just, you know, yeah, the way this is framed is interesting too, like Araragi being forced to tell the story and the way he talks about it, right? Like there's this that finality to it. But yeah, if that is the case, I think it is regarding what I said, but it could have larger implications about Shinobu and what happens, you know, with her after this point, or rather like, you know, in her personality, and again could contextualize like later things that we've seen. So I don't know, but either way, I think this is going to be very cool, and I think I'll enjoy this. So that's all I got to say about this one. Thank you very much for watching. As always, if you're seeing this on YouTube and you want to see early access to more of my reactions to Owarimonogatari, I'll be a few episodes ahead on Patreon, so check my link in the description for $5 if you want to get instant early access to those reactions. They'll be immediately available to you there on the page. But once again, I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.